Hi, I'm Dr. Greg Jantz. What is the freeze and the fawn response? Well, we're discussing two of these. It's responses. It's similar to fight or flight. You've probably heard of that, but the definition of the freeze response. And I'm just going quickly so we can have this information and you can dig deep into the blog and the article. But the definition of freeze, okay, you become totally immobilized, and it's the face of danger or something has happened that has greatly startled you, and it's a freeze response, but you're immobilized. You feel like I can't do anything, and you don't. Example would be you're zoned out, you're stuck, you can't get out of that. You could be physically frozen, physically still, when confronted with what feels like danger. But it is at times paralyzing, and definitely paralyzing emotionally. Okay, the fawn response. The fawn response is when you try to appease a person, a situation, to avoid at all cost. You're trying to avoid the threat by appeasing. Example could be excessive people pleasing. I put down excessive compliance. Definitely prioritizing other people's needs over yours, for sure. And we do know that both freeze and fawn are survivor techniques that is simply designed to protect us. It can feel certainly frightening, because if you're in the freeze and you feel like you cannot respond and you feel paralyzed, and you feel paralyzed emotionally, that can do it. Number one, how do we deal with this and address these responses? Number one is certainly self-awareness. You do need to understand when this happens. Sometimes we're in such shock and awe of a situation that we don't really connect with what is really going on. What did I do? How did I respond to that? And we do know that there's times that this happens because of trauma in your life, and we need to deal with that trauma, because it may have made you very hyper vigilant. And that hypervigilance, we know that cognitive behavioral therapy can be helpful. I also like to use dialectical behavioral therapy, DBT, but there's therapeutic interventions that can help retrain and mood modulate and help you reframe your response to what could be a very, at least perceived, threatening situation. So you've got to come to a place you go, okay, I need a better way of dealing with this trauma and stress, and we need to learn new techniques. The freeze and fawn are automatic auto responses, because we don't know what else to do, or our body doesn't know how to respond differently. And you can be really retrained. And there's something called distress tolerance. You can handle a higher level of distress than what you ever imagined.